appeal did go through on the main account, so we will probably head back there soon. And yeah, I just thought I'd let y'all know. What's up, Dom? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
What's up, buddy? Yeah, I personally do. Let me just hear your stance a little bit and kind of your viewpoint very quickly. I think I have kind of a
Sure. I don't think that we could generalize leadership abilities qualified on the basis of sex or gender. I think that sex and gender tell us nothing about how good someone is going to be at leading. That is like saying that people that wear Nikes are better at leading than people that wear Adidas. It doesn't tell us anything. And that's my stance. But what's yours? Why do you think men are better at leading than
yeah.
women?
So one more question: do you think men are better at leading in any category, and women are better at leading in any sort of category?
It depends on how you'd qualify it, but like generally, I don't think that we could draw someone's ability to lead predicated on their gender or sex. There's sexual dimorphism between the brains of males and females for sure, and maybe sometimes you could use that to indicate better at leading. Like men are like better at leading in like aggression, maybe. Like I don't know, it's just like super vague. But I'm talking about like general leadership abilities that are generally looked at as like a positive, good thing. So why do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Okay, fair enough. I guess one thing I could definitely say men would be better at leading on, just due to their physical strength as a like protectors of women. You know, a man protecting his wife and being a male role model in the house. I think being physically strong and being able to, protect his wife from people who,
Cheyenne,
could.
I appreciate you for the $10 on PayPal. I do appreciate you for the love. W's
Would
for
you
Cheyenne in chat. Protect your wife from who?
would you not agree with that?
Protect your wife from who?
Just be a protector,
From
against.
what?
I mean, bad people. To be honest, there's tons of weird people out in the world.
Bad people? Like who? Give me an example.
Someone who's like would try and assault her or something.
Like who would probably try and assault your wife?
Who would? I mean, say you're walking her down the street and there's some random ass homeless guy in the street. You know what I mean? You,
Guy. There you go. Yeah. Well, so basically, like the point of that line of dialogue was just, it's just not so gallant and respectful to throw shit on the wall and clean it up. Oh, men are the gallant, awesome, superior protectors of women, protecting them from themselves. But hey, regardless of that, I'm talking about like leadership, and I don't think that even if a man were to step in and help defend their partner, that would qualify leadership. That's just the bare minimum. But I do want to ask you: do you think that like a man would better perform in like the Oval Office than a woman?
in the Oval Office. You know what? I would like to say that men are more prominent in the Oval Office, but I think that's due to the multitude of factors,
But do
such
you
as
think
like a.
men are like better at leading the presidency or better at leading a country than women?
You know what? You're probably not, to be honest.
All right, I do appreciate you for coming up, and we're going to go to move on to our next guest, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody do just give us a minute. We got Anthony loading into the queue. Everybody do just give us one moment. All right. Hey, what's going on, Anthony? Do you think that men are better at leading than women? Anthony? Okay, Anthony's not here, so we are going to go to move on to our next guest, you guys. If you are in the queue, please do make sure that you are present. You are willing and ready to debate. While we are getting our next guest up here, ladies and gentlemen, everybody do just kind of give us one moment. Let's go and get our next guest up the box. We got Donald Pump loading in. Anthony does not feel like debating. What's going on, Donald Pump? How old are you?
I'm 19,
What year were you born in?
2005 in June.
Okay, all right. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I'm kind of 50-50 right now, but I want to hear your opinions. Maybe you could change my opinion. Right
Okay,
now,
so you're
I'd
just
say
agnostic
yes.
on misogyny?
No, I wouldn't say that. Right now, I'd say yes. We haven't seen many women prime ministers or presidents or women leaders of countries. There's a really good woman leader in Germany.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
I
that
think,
women are worse at leading. That means that women have less opportunity to lead, right? And
yeah,
I mean,
I agree with you. I agree with you there. We haven't seen many. I mean, throughout history, we've seen more men leading. Like, if you to ask me, maybe I'd say in the next 100 years when women get more chances, because
well, I wish I could respond
America's
to
a
what you're
very
saying here. We have seen women leading on the global stage. My statement is that because there's a disproportionate amount of men leading, that doesn't mean that men are better at leading. And I mean, this could be easily refuted with an analogy to the dynamic of race. We see more white people leading than black people in representation to their overall, disproportionately so in consideration of their overall representation in the populace. Does this mean that white people are better at leading than black people?
no, absolutely not.
So then I want to mean that men are better at leading than women.
Like I said, I'm 50-50 at the minute.
So what's the
Obviously,
difference?
right now,
So why would your logic hold to be the case when we're speaking on gender but not race, right? So what's like the difference?
well, I was about to say, like, right now, I'd say it's more experience. I haven't seen, yeah, I'm not, I'll admit, I'm not the smartest. You are, seem like an intelligent bloke, but I'm
Donald Pump, are you
right
here? There you
now,
go.
sorry, right now, I'd say, but I'd say, because like, women, in my opinion, are more compassionate than men, more caring. So I'd say, after seeing more women lead, prime ministers or presidents, because what I'd like to say is I think Kamala would probably been a better leader than Trump.
Okay, dude, what are you getting at here? You've already said this 3 times. You've just continued to repeat that you want to see more women in positions of leadership before you can make a determination if men are better or not at leading, right? But we've already disputed your baseline principle that just because there's a disproportionate amount of men in leadership positions doesn't mean that they're better, right? And we disputed that baseline principle with an analogy, right, in the dynamic of race. So that argument has been defeated unless you have a response. Um, but what are the biological distinctions between men and women that make men better at leading?
There actually aren't, to be honest.
Okay, so if there's no differences between men and women, men aren't going to be better at leading than women.
Nah, okay. You know what?
Cheyenne, thank you for
I
the
agree with you
$5 on
there.
PayPal. All right, appreciate you for coming up, man. We got our next guest, Joshua, loading in. Thank you, Cheyenne, for the $5 donation on PayPal. On PayPal, quite frankly, I appreciate you. Everybody show some love. While we move on to our next guest, and here shortly we will probably end up moving back to the main account. That's right. That's right. Quite frankly. Hello. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
So no, I think women tend to be better leaders because of like how we're talking about a system that, you have to you don't have to compete, but there's more competition if there are less opportunities and like options for jobs. And then what patriarchal societies tend to do when women do gain rights is they kind of turn them into a double-edged sword. And it's like, well, you wanted that opportunity now you got to deal with it. And it's like,
Woman, stop talking. The man is here.
I mean, I'm in a country where we have
And the
freedom
man
of
is gone.
expression, including speech. So yeah, that's why I came up to talk about this.
Yeah, no, you're
But
good. The man's no longer here, right? He
yeah, it's okay.
he tried to flex his biceps and he just got sent back to the pits of hell. He'll wait his turn. Go ahead.
It's cool.
No, I
Yeah.
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I was just gonna say thank you for your time and kick you, right? Because I'm just looking to debate men that think men are better at leading than women. But because of that guy, I want you to go ahead and take it away. Finish what you're saying.
Um,
I want to hear you out.
yeah, like I mean, I could talk about these things for like a while, but like it was mostly just I don't think that like again, and also people tend to just label women who do speak up regarding these things as quote unquote man bashers or spewing hate. And it's like, no, actually, if we have like freedom of speech, then there shouldn't be this like tone placing all the time where it's like, if you only listen to women when it's attractive to you or if it benefits you instead of listening to like the other side of it as well, then it like, low key is like a really manipulative way to infringe upon those rights that we do have. But yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Hey, I appreciate you so much for coming up, and I hope that you have a phenomenal rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
Yeah, have a good one. Bye, KT. W's for KT in the comment section. W's for KT in the comment section. Now, Vexbolts, feel free to hop back in the queue. I want to bring you up now. Thank you so much for the gift. I do appreciate you for the love. All right. Yeah, no, Vexbolts, where are you at? The guy that just came up and told her to stop talking because a man's here. I would love to have a discussion with you now, so do hop in that queue. Mr. Vexbolts, and he's back. All right, here we go. Hey, what's going on, man? How old are you?
Yo, what's up? 18, brother.
18. 1 second. I just wanted to put you on mute. Hey, guys, make sure that you're double tapping away on that phone screen. I appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you so much. You guys make sure that we're double tapping on that phone screen. Just give me a second. I'll get around to you. Just give me a second. Just 1 second. Hey, how old are you? Oh, they left. Okay.
Stop bringing up women.
No, just give me a second. No, please, seriously. I will get to you. Don't worry. You have my attention. I just need you to wait. Just need you to wait a second. Just seriously, we'll just wait a second. Don't worry. I'm not gonna let you talk to any of the women coming on my live. Now, I just wanted to hear from them first. I'm cycling through every single woman that I see in the queue. There's one more. Okay. There's one more. Hi! Hey, what's going on? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
No, I don't. And Vex Bolt, you suck.
Okay. No worries, Sydney. I am just looking to debate people that do think men are better at leading than women. Yeah, but I do appreciate you so much for coming up. Okay, anyways, Vexables, we finally got around to, we just, I wanted to ask a couple other people, like, I don't know. I'm telling them to only hop in the queue if they think that men are better at leading than women, but maybe they didn't hear that. It's, whatever. I just wanted to chuckle, just doing my debates. Go ahead and unmute. Let's have a conversation, buddy. Why do you think that men are better at leading than women? Do you know how to find the mute button? I could write it with crayon on a piece of polka dot paper
Bro, I'm not
for you.
80 years old, okay?
You're like 18 or 80? 18 brain cells? 80 brain cells?
I told you I'm not the 80 years old, okay? You sassy ass replies, okay?
Oh, okay. So let's just.
None of the women are getting wet by your fucking comments, okay?
Not only has a woman never, quote unquote, gotten wet after talking to you, 9 out of 10 of them have probably filed for a restraining order, including your mother, your sister, and your grandmother. And then secondly, let's not express your weird, very weird obsession with a woman's genitalia. We're here to have discussions about your misogyny, so take it away. Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Are you done with your little rant, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Tell me why you think men are better at leading than women.
Well, historically, we haven't really seen any great female leaders, like Kamala Harris, was a great candidate.
Okay, so your argument is we haven't seen it, therefore it doesn't exist. We haven't seen your brain, it definitely doesn't exist.
Well, I'm going to show it to you.
Yeah, sorry. So, okay. So you're saying that there's been a disproportionate amount of men in positions of leadership, historically speaking, compared to women, right? So here's my thing. You know what? We've used the analogy to race a lot. Let's just try something new here. I'd say that's because men have had more opportunity to be in those positions of leadership, not because they're actually better at leading. But let's isolate for your hypothesis and see if it tests true. Okay, so you're saying, well, there's been more men in positions of leadership, meaning they're better at leading. Well, why is there more men in those positions of leadership in the first place? What makes men better at leading than women? What are the differences between men and women that make them better at leading? Lead your way to the unmute button. Yeah, it's just so funny. It's just so ironic. It's just like, so just out of just for your guys' knowledge, there's 2 buttons that you have to press to mute or unmute your mic. It is so easy. It is so incredibly easy. Like this is just insanity. This is just insanity. So you click on your profile picture and you click the icon on the mic. I just helped you out by sending you an invite to mute it. Now all you have to do is click the big accept button right in front of your face on your phone screen. That's right, buddy. But he can't lead himself to that either. He can't lead himself to that either. No, he can't. He's trying. We'll give him that. He's trying. He's trying his best. You know what? While you're figuring out that unmute, I'm just gonna let's see. 1 second. Well, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Because he's still figuring out how to mute his mic. This will be fun. This will be fun. Just give me a second. This will be. Hi, Sav. Do you think that men are better at leading than women? Oh no, unfortunate. Sav's not even here. Okay, well he's figuring out how to mute his mic. I just know exactly who we need. I just I just know exactly. Hi, Ref. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Hi, I had a question for like a debate that you did earlier, or like a talking point that you used to prove like Jesus was pro-choice. Like you said that
That is
like
really off topic. Do you want to ask
I
me to?
know, but like I've been really wondering, and like because you said that like since Jesus wouldn't pass any like pro-life legislation because like it takes away the point of free will, don't you think? Do you think that the argument would be used to like justify like bad things, like other like bad things like murder or something? Like, and I'm completely like I don't believe like I'm
You caught me. Yes. So that's a critique of Christianity as a whole, showing an incompatibility with the criminal justice system as a whole, just being disguised and used as an abortion argument, which it does also apply to. But great question. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, I was just asking because I was having this debate with my.
I do appreciate you for coming up. Thank you for your question. Now we got to get back on topic. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know what's going on with this guy, so we're going to move on.
Killer.
Okay. All right. Well, I apologize for his use of slurs, y'all. We're just going to act like he doesn't exist. Don't even give him the time of day. Hello, Owen. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
So I think it's pretty much equal, but men and women are pretty far off.
All right. I do appreciate you for coming up. We are just looking to debate people that do indeed think that men are better at leading than women. We're going to move on to our next guest, Kevin, at this point. Everybody just do give us a minute, y'all. Everybody just do give us a minute. Hey,
Hello?
what's up, Kevin? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
Hello. I think it really depends. I think men can be, but I think women also can be, depending on.
Okay, I think that we need to like set like ground rules. So like obviously what Kevin was just saying there was that leadership abilities don't have anything to do with you're a man or a woman. You could be a good leader if you're a man or if you're a woman. It's like, okay, the point of this live is for people that like hold to like traditionalist norms that like women are supposed to follow and men are supposed to leave. That is who this live is built for. 110%. So we're gonna move on to our next guest. Catherine in the chat says that they're gonna follow the rules. This should be interesting. Hello. Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
I do, for biological reasons.
Oh dear God! Wait, can I just try like a paradoxical critique on you?
You can, but let me tell you something first, Dean. Like you, I was a philosophy major back in the day, and I get such joy listening to you debate these cretins. Takes me back to my philosophy club days.
I just want to run like a paradoxical
Do
critique
it.
on you.
I'm ready.
Okay, you're a woman that thinks men are better at leading than women, and I'm a man that thinks men are not better at leading than women. So, in accordance with your worldview, right, you'd say for biological distinctions or whatever the reason may be, right, I am in a higher position of authority than you are when it would come to leadership. So, what if I engaged with a worldview and told you, because I have balls and I say men are not better at leading than women, right, you would thereby, by consequent, have more reason to believe me than yourself. I've just always like wondered what someone would say to this. I'm just super curious.
Well, if I understood correctly, I didn't say they were more clever.
Better at leading?
Better at leading because it's just like you started to say back in the caveman days, because they were stronger, they created a society where they're in charge. Or like Nancy Pelosi will say, they've got their boots on our necks. I would further what you propose, and I'd say because men rape and they can incapacitate their victim, they are the leaders.
Holy fuck. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't do this every day, I would be puking right now. It's like I'm not gonna lie. Like if I just wasn't like so like immune to crazy people saying crazy shit, and like I just didn't like prepare going on live every day expecting some crazy shit to be said, I would be so like I would be like so just like grossed out and ew.
Well, Dean,
Dude.
I believe
No, but now let's talk about it.
engaging in debate.
So you're saying that a rapist's ability to grape, control, and overpowered makes them a better leader.
Yeah, because today in our more civilized society, though barely by much, men now just need to get a little angry in the business room. And that's been I know anecdotes are nothing, but men will, in a very nuanced way, remind you of their powerful superiority.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question.
You're aware of it.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure.
You're saying that force, abuse, authority, and immorality are the keen traits that men possess that women don't, that make them better at leading. Who's the most forceful, most immoral, most dictatorial leader that you could think of? Because for me, it's Hitler. Okay? He perfectly embodies the traits in which you are describing equate to being the better leader. So would you say that Hitler is one of the best leaders that this earth has ever seen?
No, I'm not willing to say that. He's abominable.
Right? So
I
we
would
can
choose
now
Trump.
understand how it might be the case that your qualification. So if that's not you, you could hang out in the chat. You could hang out in the Discord. But you cannot hang out in the guest requests. You can't do it. You can't do it. Dean, the eyeliner picks? What are you guys talking about? Every single one of you. You sound so crazy right now. It's unbelievable. Where did you ever get this from? Don't worry. I forgive you for being crazy. Just don't let it happen again. Okay? And your friends may tell you, but Dean promised the eyeliner picks. Your friends lied to you. Gaslighting isn't real. You're f***ing crazy. Bro, this has to be a world record. I gotta get noticed by Guinness or something. Yo, world record for most people gaslighted at once. Yo, let's go, dude. Let's go. Oh my god.
Yo,
Guinness, where can I find you? What's up, Leah? Do you think that men are better at leading than women?
what? Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't think that was for this. I just
Boom! Moving on to our next guest. We're gonna get our next guest up the box right now, y'all.